work time. So, where do we go from here? We need to talk about the reconstruction of the black man, deprogramming the black man. How can you do this with technology moving as fast as it is? How is black people able to catch up with the realization of online currency and online jobs and unity before they can even reach these plateaus? They're gonna have to get with unity. So then what? That's a miss out. That's something that black people really have a problem with. Most black people, including myself, run from love, self-sabotage themselves from love. I ain't really been running from love though. I just don't deal with it. Like, love is something you don't want to lose, like peace. So, but I see people throw love away. Like, go, just like my grandpa said, run around till their well run dry. There's people my age now, well starting to run dry, and they, females especially, they looking crazy. Like, okay, now what? Shit, now what is? You better keep your insurance for all them STDs you done got. That's money, you get what I'm saying? I look at shit like that, like money, like that's money wasted. So you gonna have to pay that. You gotta pay the doctor visits. You gotta add all that shit up. $20 to add up. Yeah. I remember my last twin, the twin that the creator sent me to. Last conversation we had, she was like, well, what if I just want to keep doing what I'm doing? I said, well, you're gonna probably catch AIDS, because she was really out there, you know. And I remember her jaking the baby out of my arm and walking the fuck off, and now she looking crazy. Because the devil got a plan too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you miss too many of God opportunities, then the devil go ahead and give you what you've been seeking for. That's when your real problem begins. It don't begin with this or that. It begins when God tried to derail you from a situation that you thinking that you need to go be in, but he trying to prevent you from going in it because he know it ain't for you. But since you keep on consistent, he eventually give you over to it. And then it's a world of horror, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole new world. That's why my ex be following me and be slick dissing and shit, cause she knew she made a mistake. My ex fought hard to get out there in them streets, but she didn't grow up like that. I fought hard to keep her out of them, but some people you just can't. And like I said, it was before I knew that karma shit though. That kind of made it a lot easier, knowing if a person are karmic or not. But you gotta be careful with those. That's why I tell folks, like, sow your royal oats, stuff of that matter, because if you don't, then you're gonna go into a relationship half cocked, and then next thing you know, it's just gonna be drama. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it in the end, y'all. Regardless of how nice it seems on the outside, it just ain't worth it. You know, either you get your own help or you just don't get no help. You know, that's why I like it in the dark. I like to make my money. I have to make my money the hard way because when I do get into that leader position, I tend to step on a lot of people's toes because I should have been in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, haters was in my way, preventing me from going in my proper direction. So I went toward the haters. That's why I could, kind of understand the young twin because at the end of the day, if you don't fulfill it, but it fulfills some of your royal oaths, it's always gonna be stuck in the back of your mind, like what if? But see, in my case, it's kind of like I just cut everybody out, cause then there wasn't nobody really helping. So, see, like I've been like, there's something about the light I got, I think. I don't know, something about my aura. People, it's an aura about like Jesus. Jesus did all that good for people, and the best thing they could do, they could have gave the man $1 million in gold or whatever, bro. But for doing all that good for the world, they hung him on a cross. So if they hung him on a cross in his prime, just imagine how they treated him when he was growing up. So that lets you know right then and there that even Jesus' childhood was terrible. So, that's why I stay away from people because after doing my research and I understand, like, my real twin, wherever she is, she gonna figure that out too. Like, if she young, if she young, she'll figure it out around 30 years old. She'll be like, God damn, I waste a lot of money on them niggas. And that's when the reality come and smack you in the face. Be like, okay, you get it now. And then you look back like myself and be like, damn, I missed a lot of opportunity with a lot of good women fucking off with these chicken heads or whatever. Eyes can deceive you, your ears can deceive you when it comes down to a soulmate. But I'm no good at it, just like I ain't good at direction. So I just said, fuck that shit. Because I can't tell the difference that much from love and lust, even though I seem like I know a lot. That's just from me on the outside looking in. Like, if I was in your position, I probably wouldn't be able to tell it. Neither I'd be like you and shit, looking for somebody to give me some direction. That's why this time, being completely alone when it comes down to every aspect of my life, it taught me a valuable lesson, in so many different ways. That's why I said my twin would have to be probably even older than me. But I would have to upgrade again. I would literally have to go through this shit again and excel again just to get up to them. And hell, if I upgraded them again, shit, I'd be walking around with a briefcase, shit. So it's like, if that's the case, I'm gonna just go on to work and upgrade while I'm working instead of doing it alone like this because, it'd be better that way. Yeah, it's better that way. I mean, at the end of the day, it started from Black Magic, though. That's why she stopped, because she realized I could say shit about her. I don't know why well, that's a narcissist for you. I ain't saying she a narcissist now, I'm just saying, like, then she was a narcissist, so she had a one-way mind of thinking, like, one-track mind, like, her wrong, she didn't do no wrong. It was just me, I was wrong. I was just, before we even had an argument, she was accusing me of being like my pop, bro. Like, before arguments, like, it was like run-ons. Like, I could tell when she went out to her family to gossip because she would come home and torture me with that bullshit. And I didn't even know what the fuck she was talking about, but I knew it came from those people's mouth. I asked my pop about it one time, like, what's wrong with my ex-mama, man? She ate your gut. And I think she said she lied to him one time, but he ain't never show no interest. I said, well, shit, that'll do it. I mean, you get a lot of that, even women at her age. Cause man, I met my ex-dad before he died. I felt like he was the greatest man in the world. I felt like he was an angel. But the whole time, her mama was talking about he was a devil, he was this, he was that. And I'm looking for somebody to be like really outright crazy, but he wasn't none of what she said. And I could tell her ass just kept getting in trouble for misunderstandings and shit, like, cause she bad with money and shit. And normally with most couples in the end, it's always a money issue. One of them fuck around be bad with money. I mean, unless you get with a twin, but how often does that happen? Most twins run from each other, so I know that now, shit. But I ain't really running from a twin. I'm running from love. I don't want to do nothing with love. I can't do nothing with no love, bro. Not right now, no way. Not in my situation. That'll just mess me up. Because at the end of the day, I'm still in the mud and I gotta get out of it. So there ain't no motivation. That's just gonna keep me stagnant a little bit longer, shit. So you gotta get rid of, alleviate, eliminate. And see, that's when you start working with yourself. And when you start working with yourself, your internal yourself in that apartment, it's like, that's like a guy was telling me today. It's a young lady go to church and she do all this stuff for church. I don't deal with her, but this guy was saying that she told him I better quit messing with preachers. And she always been accused for that, for years. And I was like, oh really? She said that. So it was shocking because at first I didn't think she was doing it. The way she lied so great, even I could see. But I noticed it though because the way she treated her husband on the low and the way, you see past all of it. Because they got shit, they got nice shit and all that bullshit, but at home all they do is argue and shit. I see them two come together and allowing somebody else to make that person life a living hell, and that person might be in the situation like me. But everybody gonna believe these two because they like deacons and shit, or preachers, so off top they gonna believe them just because of the title. That's why I don't get into that shit like that, neither. Like, your paperwork definitely is not gonna stay on me. You better take that to the goddamn bank right there. If you come on to me thinking you finna sell me on how you did this, when you did it, how you wouldn't have got it, that ain't gonna do nothing for me, bro. Nothing at all. It's like somebody looking at my record and don't see no paperwork and they like, this nigga ain't shit, but I see great people get turned around all the time because of paperwork, and then the business start declining. Because most of the time, them great people want to get a job, for sure they want to stay, they want to work, they want to retire there, but then they turn around and hire somebody who went to school to be even greater, so they probably gonna stay there, and they might even do a good job, but they're not gonna stay, and they ain't gonna be great, because that ain't what they planning on doing for the rest of their life. So it's just whatever people cup of tea is. That's why I say everybody gotta sow their royal oats, especially black people. And once you sow your royal oats, you'll never go out there and start doing that third party shit again. Like I said, when I was doing it, somebody finally, I ain't gonna say it because of that, but the guy shot himself, and I stopped right there and there. I was like, wow, because the guy was a good guy. He was a great person. And I was just playing. I liked the guy more than I liked the damn girl, you know. But the guy, I mean, 'cause the guy was cool, but you know what I'm saying? You know, we were like friends. So, but my dumb ass young, dumb, full of calm, jumping out there like just 'cause I can have it or whatever. And I slept with his girl and they broke up, bro. And he was really in love with that girl. Like he did whatever for this girl. They like were loaded with money. Like they would just had money coming off and under the goddamn bed mattress. They were just loaded. And I fucked up. I felt like I fucked all that up, but I knew it was more because it was more guys fucking with old girl. And you know, the sad part is knowing the dark side of somebody else's significant other, and that person don't. That I seen too many times, way too many times, way too many times, and it's always a so-called good woman married and got this and that going. I won't fuck around, bro, because there's too much attention into that with black people. Like the energy we put in trying to balance relationships and stay in relationships and get relationships together and prep for this, prep for that. That's all time wasted because you alleviate, you eliminate faith, you get rid of faith, you throw faith out the door. Once you throw faith out the door, you might as well say you throw God out the door because you're never gonna be properly ready for something great. All I can tell the people out there is that rain, sleet, or snow, I thank God he didn't bring my twin in my life at 20-something years old because that would have probably scared me. I would have probably been on the Noah Ark thing for real. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, wow, why is a twin here at this age? Like, that's what people need to ask themselves, like, what the hell really going on? But it ain't. That's why I won't jump into no bullshit because when something like that take place with the creator, he don't play games like we play games. We created that, y'all. That's human tactics. You talking about God here. God, not Jesus. You talking about God. So he's not finna play him, bro. Like, if he bring a twin into your life or blissfulness in your life, early. That's really just a warning. It's a yield sign for me. It's a warning sign straight up. Whether you take it or not, it's still a warning sign. And then you start noticing shit start snowballing after that. Then you realize, because he probably putting y'all together to do something to get empires ready or to build empires. Like he ain't putting y'all together to play no goddamn American dream. No goddamn Cinderella house store or none of that shit. Which is good. That could come with it, but that ain't what y'all coming together for though. And you know, I learned that years ago and I figured out like if people got in relationships after they sold their Royal Oaks and truly got into relationships for like bonding like that on a spiritual level, or just so happen they get together and they both on the same page and they like the same spirituality. Well, that right there in itself is going remodify your whole life. People around you will hate that relationship before you get together, after you get together, and after you separate, if you separate. And then people will hate on that kind of relationship because the good that's going to go down is going to definitely override the bad. And see, like, when my ex told all that shit, she basically, like I said, she mirrored projected my daily life onto mine, and she knew that was a plus for her. That was a go. She been working on that for years. Like that was one of her first accomplishments, and drowning me in the pain and suffering she wanted me to drown in. is by just telling people that whatever, all the shit my daddy used to do, putting it on me. So I wasn't gonna win that regardless, cause my daddy was terrible back then. He was the awfulest. That's why he's single now. Shit, he was the awfulest person to be with, bro. I used to have to get him off his women, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was terrible. So, that was that. But my ex, she would do extreme stupid shit. Like, that's what you get though for dating Carmen, bro. Like I said, like, I don't know if she like that now, but she the kind of girl who want to drive off in your new car, take about 20 grand your money, and take it to Joey, and come back broke. You know what I'm saying? And expect you to like it and shit like that. Like, don't nothing like that fly away with me. I don't know what that is, shit. Like, that sound like, like, just like what they did with her daddy. Like, she never really had a father in her life. That just sound like a little girl needing a father in their life. And that can go either way. But, for me, like, right now, like, I'm in a situation where I ain't got to worry about nobody breaking my heart. I ain't got to worry about nobody, fucking with my peace. I ain't got to worry about nobody, just reconstructing my life in some kind of way that I got to conform to some bullshit. And I ain't been in this situation my whole life, so even though I'm piss poor broke, it's probably the best position for me to be in, seeing that I know all of them just about. You know what I'm saying? So for right now, for me, this is peace. So, without the money. So that's why I know y'all don't be talking about me. Y'all be like, you got money, I ain't got no money. Shit, my money ain't got none of that. I gotta go get it. I'm the motherfucker that ain't started life all the way over. Cause of all the bad motherfuckers around me, I had like 14, 7 to 14 doppelgangers and shit. I mean, I was gang stalked by about 14, 7 people, bro, consistently. And with money, with plugs, with, connects they can reach out to, like, with pool. So I ain't ever changed. I mean, just to be breathing still really was a plus. Like that just proved that the ancestors did their job. God did his job, man. So now I gotta do my job. I gotta get up and do something. Like the wheel is rotating. I can feel I don't know if y'all can feel the wheel rotating or not, but I can feel when the wheel go backwards, stop or rotating, and my wheel rotating wonderful. Like, as long as I'm in the proper energy, I got the best luck in the world. Like, goddamn, like my man, I be forgetting all the actors that I really like. I want to say Kangaroo Jack, but it ain't Kangaroo Jack. It's that dude that used to what is his name? I forget his name. I just said his name the other day too. I can't remember, but he played in Old West. He played them Old Western shows, getting gold and stuff, take robbing banks and shit. And it's like a funny show though. Can't remember his name though. But then the other guy that played in Jurassic Park, the white guy with the glass, same guy that played in Independent Day, like, those were my favorite actors. Like, them was the kind of guys that people misled and they play their roles just like they roles. Then you could tell that's them, And them the kind of guys you can't figure out. Like, you look at them, you might think they're some mass murder or whatever the case may be, but they just really just got it together like that. So, they're the ones that you really truthfully have to been got your discerning spirit way up to par, and your third eye gotta be for real, for real. Like, I see people reading shit on cars and going to cars and taking people's stuff. And it's almost like I know I pick up on it instantly. And it's like, I see some of the best from doing it. And I'm pretty sure they probably feel like they gotta do it because if they get paid off this shit, then that's definitely an easy way to get job scared. But me personally, that's why I try to keep multiple businesses, bro. Problem is, I always, when my towers fall and I start over, I gotta go back through the bypass just to get it again. I gotta go back to the 401k. I gotta go back through the bank system. I gotta go back through the credit bureau. I gotta go fix my name with credit bureau. It's like black people that give up on that shit. Those of y'all who get out of prison, bro, just do it. Cause, bro, we all gotta do it. There's people out here doing fraudulent shit and that put people like me that ain't never been to prison like that way back to the point that it's almost like I'm just getting out of prison starting over again. And we got some of us have to change our whole name and social security number and shit. I'm trying to prevent that shit, but you know, that's the kind of shit we gotta go through, and then you gotta go through all this piss poor broke. You know what I'm saying? Just like my ex when she was talking shit about that lawsuit we had, 'cause I had to settle 'cause my son came early and we already had them businesses. And them bitches, two of them businesses were like 10,000 a piece a year to renew license or some shit like that. And that shit was expensive, but then my son came early. Now one of us had insurance because she quit her job just because I finally got the businesses up, which was too soon. They wanted to follow me around, and bada bing, bada boom, here we are, you know, busted. You know what I'm saying? Family broken up, and basically, next try, next set of kids, next try. If I don't fuck with people say you can make some more kids, that's the problem. That's why the world is overpopulated in a certain way. Like, the world is overpopulated, y'all, because we just don't have the resources to feed all y'all nappy ass niggas shit. Fuck that shit. I ain't finna build for no other words to say the world overpopulated, because y'all can't feed them. And the proof is the breaking up in the relationship. If you can't have no child responsibly and say, okay, we're gonna deal with it. And that's just some rape, that's some crazy shit. But if it's on a norm, bro, and both of y'all pretty much had y'all shit together, whatever case may be. Like my twin, they say, that's why y'all heard me say, don't leave your fucking foundation with me, nigga, shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, like, don't do it. Cause I can't help nobody job scared, folk. I'm already here where the world trying to go, so it ain't no point in me really moving up because shit, for long everybody gonna have to know what I know. We are the art. People like us is the art. Like, it ain't a poverty we can get to that's gonna scare people like me. See, we is gonna be needed. We gonna be highly needed, just like vegetables, bro. Organic vegetables. We gonna be like, that's why the chosen ones, I ain't no chosen one, I'm just saying that's why the chosen ones are so secretive, and we probably never seen none of them because God got a special moment for them, and he need them, whether they gotta stay in turmoil or not, he need them to stay secure until the time comes for him to, you know, use them for what he gotta use them for. That's why people supposed to be good to him, but don't nobody care about that shit. Everybody want to keep trying God, playing with God. You know what I'm saying? And worshiping athletes and artists and actors as if they got more than they do to create themselves. And that's what the problem is. Sad part is, a lot of these motherfuckers get with these people. They finally get them, bro, and they find out that what they've been running from, that God been trying to prevent them from going towards, they finally ran into it. But like now, even now, like my ex, she'll still hate, but she hate doing it because she know the longer I stay down, the longer everybody stay down. That's why a lot of my sisters, that's why a lot of people really tap to their head. Because they starting to realize and feel it too now. Like, oh shit, wrong move. We fucked the wrong king up. You know, but she was so busy trying to play my, and she fooled a lot of people, bro. And she was able to do it because she mimicked me for 10 years. I don't know what it is about me, bro, but I've been in a relationship, and it's all, you know, I've been just woman and man, like, no others, nothing else. But for some reason, every woman I get, bro, them motherfuckers turn out wanting to be like me. I be like, what the fuck is going on? Why can't you just be a woman? Shit. But, you know, I guess that's a common thing too. But anyway, that's my piece for the night.